Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shields, deaths, serfs, peasants, vassals, minions. Did I forget anybody? I don't think so. Oh, you and Apagugu. Today I have a special presentation, a discussion I want to do under the auspices of the Weisenheimer Foundation, a think tank on geopolitical affairs. So anyway, today I'm a useful idiot. Welcome, and I want to talk about Iraq. Because now we have ISIS having the city of Baghdad in somewhat of a noose. To the south and west of Baghdad, we now have Iraqi forces have abandoned the military base at Hit in the Anbar province. And ISIS has taken town after a 2-week siege. And so now they control Hit, which is just north of Ramadi, and they control Fallujah, which is just south of Ramadi. And Ramadi is the capital of Anbar, and so now they can take offensive against Ramadi from two sides, and we also have the Iraqi government still in control of the Haditha Dam in this region as well. So we have two key elements in that province of this capital city of Ramadi, as well as the Haditha Dam. And other than that, ISIS controls 80% of Anbar. Of course, a lot of Anbar is desert, so 80% of Anbar is relative. And we also have very ominously warnings that Ramadi could fall in 2 weeks. And we see this kind of timetable all over the region. And half the provinces, 1.5 million, have fled these regions. And so half the population has essentially been displaced already from that region. And during this campaign, Iraq military has already lost over 5,000 killed just in the last 6 months. So these ISIS offenses are definitely taking their toll. But I'm going to go back to this point about this warning that Ramadi could fall in 2 weeks. Well, the problem I'm having here is I'm looking at the timetable that the United States strategy has, and look at the timetable that ISIS seems to have. And the fact that we're getting warnings that Ramadi could fall in 2 weeks is a much quicker timetable than what the United States seems to be on, talking about months, years, and decades. So I think we need a little focus here. And this also brings into mind the fact that we have ISIS pressing from the north as well, and apparently they're very close to the international airport, which could be very problematic for the Baghdad and the United States and the Iraqi government, and also the fact that we have ISIS forces essentially moving into the suburbs of Baghdad as we speak, something like 8 miles out, I understand. So what is going to be the fate of Iraq if we have ISIS on a timetable where Ramadi could fall in 2 weeks? We've seen that Kobani fell, or is going to fall very quickly, relatively speaking. And then we have Mosul. One general, U.S. general commented, and I think it was General Dempsey, who mentioned the fact that they don't think there's going to be a counterattack against Mosul until next year. Where does the United States foreign policy think ISIS will be in a year at this rate? So I think we also have to take into fact that not only is ISIS almost completely taken over the Anbar province, we have a couple of potential strategic plays here. Control the Haditha Dam and attacking the international airport in Baghdad. And that's without even entering into the city. And the kind of chaos that they could create before entering the city could be pretty devastating when you look at cutting off power with the Haditha Dam. And so anyway, there we have it. The ISIS, I think the lesson I'm taking away from this is that we have ISIS on a much quicker timetable than the United States and coalition forces. So one has to bring into question once again what exactly is the U.S. strategy? If their strategy is to fail and for ISIS to take over Iraq completely and attack Baghdad, then I think the strategy is a success. And so once again, these events seem to be unfolding fairly quickly, and we could be seeing some dramatic inroads to Baghdad. And I've read some pundits and speculation articles that talk about they feel like an attack on Baghdad itself is unlikely, but I feel otherwise, and think that the chaos that could be unleashed potentially with the ISIS siege of Baghdad could be one of the biggest spectacles of our lifetime, without going into all the other events that I could talk about when this narrative unfolds. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.